So I've been using the Fujifilm X100V a lot recently. You've probably seen this camera everywhere online. When it first came out a couple of years ago, it was out of stock for months. I've wanted to test out this camera for a while just to see if it's really that good at just taking photos. I've been using this camera pretty much every day for the past couple of weeks, and I just want to let you know how it performs. When you get it out the box, it feels sturdy. It has an aluminium top and bottom, and it only weighs 478 grams. And it's small enough to fit into a pocket, and it doesn't feel flimsy at all. On the technical side, it has a 26.1 megapixel sensor, which is absolutely ideal for people who want to post their photos onto Instagram. It doesn't have the same processor as some of the other cameras do in 2026, but the image quality is still crazy good. It also has a 23mm f2 fixed lens onto the body of the camera, which in a full frame camera body would be a 35mm equivalent. The only thing I'd say about this lens is you can't zoom without degrading the image quality, so you might need to change your composition when you're taking your shots, which is just another thing to think about. A few other things to note about this camera is it has a 4-stop built-in ND filter. This basically acts as sunglasses for your camera. If you're in bright conditions and you want to keep control over your exposure settings, you can apply the ND filter and you can still maintain that control, especially if you want that f2 aperture for that dreamy bokeh background. It also features a hybrid viewfinder, which you can either look through like a normal window or just switch it to a digital screen, and I find that so interesting coming from a Sony camera that only has the digital screen itself. And on the back of the camera you'll find a tilt-in touchscreen, which is ideal if you want to shoot photos at hip, waist or below without having to bend over or crouch down. Now the main part about this camera, which is the photos you can take with it. Here are some of the photos I took with it in my local city of Chester. The main thing I noticed about this camera was the colour science. Fujifilm has film simulations like Classic Neg and Acros. They are basically colour profiles that you apply in camera, which make the images look like they were shot on real film. I was really impressed by how the colours look straight out of the camera. I usually spend loads of time just editing all my photos on my laptop one by one. But for these photos, I just used the JPEGs, which saved a lot of time when I'm editing, and it also saved a lot of space, which I didn't need to transfer all my raw photos onto my hard drives. After going through a bit of a creative rut, having this camera actually allowed me to enjoy the process of just taking photos again. Having only just one lens makes you think more about how you compose your photos. It feels so simple just having one choice of lens and that's it, but it actually made the process quite enjoyable for me. I didn't need to worry about changing lenses or bringing them with me or bringing a massive bag with me. I literally just had my camera and I was just able to just walk around and just take photos of pretty much whatever I saw. It made photography feel more like a hobby again, which is exactly what I needed out of this camera. The main drawback about this camera would be the video quality. And I know this is a photography first camera, but if you're getting this camera because you want to have photography and video, this is something you should hear. The camera can shoot 4K and it can go up to 30 frames per second, but it does not have in-body image stabilization, which means if you're wanting to shoot stuff handheld, it will look very, very shaky. So would I recommend this camera? If you're really into shooting photos, then yes, 100%. When this camera first came out, it was out of stock for months, but thanks to used markets such as MPP, you can actually get them at a really great price. If you want something that takes great photos without you needing to edit them, this is a very good tool for you. It's very fun to use and it takes up very little space. So if you have any questions about the specs from this camera or any of the images that I took, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.